So, moving on from alcohol to smoking. So, the national law is that you're allowed to smoke from the age of 16, but you aren't allowed to purchase cigarettes until the age of 18. A cigarette contains a chemical called nicotine, and this is the part which makes a cigarette become addictive. So the quicker this chemical gets to the brain, the more addictive the chemical will seem, and therefore will have a greater impact on the body. So cigarettes have been designed so that the nicotine gets to the brain very quickly, so between 6 to 10 seconds. So it's obviously inhaled into the lungs, absorbed into the blood, and it goes straight to the heart and brain. So when addicted to this chemical, your body will become dependent on it, and it will crave it. Otherwise, you'll experience conditions that are uncomfortable, so these are known as withdrawal effects. So if this is when your body doesn't get enough, or any of this chemical. If the body doesn't get enough, then it will go through withdrawal, which comes with symptoms. So these symptoms include irritability, frustration, anger, an increased appetite. They might suffer from tremors, a higher risk of depression, insomnia, anxiety, difficulty concentrating, and difficulty feeling pleasure. So there are many reasons as to why somebody may start to smoke. So peer pressure, think it looks cool, their friends pressuring them into, maybe it's social sort of stuff. Another reason would be replicating the behaviour of role models, the people around them, so they're kind of mimicking maybe friends, family. Obviously if parents smoke, then they might decide to themselves. Another reason would be to relieve stress, as it does it does calm people down. And lastly, they might want to try something new. So when they're underage, they might want to, do something a bit rebellious against maybe their parents or something. So they might try smoking. So what are the effects of smoking? So, as well as there just being tobacco and nicotine in a cigarette, there is also tar. So tar contains poisons, and obviously these enter your bloodstream. So once in the bloodstream, this poison will thicken your blood, and this will increase your chances of a clot. It'll increase blood pressure as well as heart rate. It also will narrow the arteries, so this will decrease the oxygen that is, available and being transported around the body to muscles, organs, etc. As well as there being higher risk of heart attacks and strokes due to these clots. Also increases the chances of stomach cancer or ulcers. Also weakens the muscles that help to control the lower part of the esophagus. So that's the bit which allows the acid from the stomach to travel in the right direction. So if that muscle is weakened, then stomach acid can essentially come back up the esophagus, which will burn it, as the esophagus doesn't have the same lining as the stomach, which would prevent the stomach acid from burning through. It reduces the amount of oxygen that gets to the skin, so this therefore makes people's skin appear kind of grey and dull. As well, it can also speed up the aging process of the skin. So, as mentioned earlier, there was a risk of strokes, so there is a higher chance of getting a stroke, so you're increasing your chances by 50%. So it does this by increasing the chances of developing a brain aneurysm. So that's a bulge in a blood vessel, and this blood vessel can burst and lead to a subarachnoid hemorrhage. And obviously, if that bursts in the brain, there'll be multiple issues with that. One of them being a stroke. So smoking causes 84% deaths from lung cancer and 83% of deaths from chronic obstructive pulmonary disease. Smoking can also cause bad breath as well as stained teeth. It can also cause certain gum diseases. So, as well, just to, highlight what is, how bad smoking actually can be. So, according to Smoke Free, smoking is the biggest cause of preventable deaths in England, and it's accounting for nearly 80,000 deaths each year, and 1 in 2 smokers will die from a smoking-related disease. So half of everyone in the world that smokes, everyone in England, that smokes will die from a smoking-related disease, which is obviously a huge statistic, as quite a lot of people smoke now.